Happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome home back to It's Not Your Fault because it's not your fault. This is Jeff. I do appreciate you guys stopping by. We're going to talk a little bit about forgiveness tonight. This is about forgiveness. And if you saw the title, it's one of the most selfish things you can do is to forgive yourself. And it's not a bad thing. I'll get into that with you. Before we get into that, like, subscribe, comment, the whole thing like this, all the stuff down here, do all that stuff down there if you would, please. I'd appreciate it. So let's talk about it. Hopefully you guys had a good Thanksgiving and there wasn't any fights at the dinner table and stuff like that. So hopefully my videos helped you with that. But let's talk about forgiveness. So what if the key to your lasting peace isn't found in what you gain, but in what you release? Now let's think about that. What if your inner peace isn't about what you take in, what you find, what you hope to uncover about yourself? What it's about is letting go of something, releasing something, okay? And that release can be forgiving yourself for all the things that you've done as an enabler and a codependent. You may think that over the course of these years, months, weeks of being an enabler, and I hope that you admit that you are one. You're watching this channel, so you probably have admitted that by now. If you realize that all these years of doing what you were doing, you did out of love. You weren't trying to control. You weren't trying to be bossy. You weren't trying to take over someone's life. You were trying to help. And unfortunately, you can't help somebody who can't help themselves. They don't want to help themselves. So this is called letting go of that guilt, letting go of that blame that you have for yourself, forgiving yourself. Okay, forgiving yourself is the most selfish thing you can do for a good reason. Okay, and imagine a life where the weight of yesterday is no longer burdening your tomorrow. Ooh, that sounds political, doesn't it? That sounds really weird. That sounds kind of, well, that's just, honestly, imagine a tomorrow without the guilt of today. How about we'll put it that way? We all do this to ourselves all the time. We constantly just go through life thinking that somehow we've wronged people. Well, make your amends and put it behind you, and then forgive yourself. These are things that we can do. These are things that we can control. Things we can't control is your loved one's addiction, right? I once read a beautiful proverb that said, I don't know the secrets to success, but I do know the secret to failure is trying to please other people. And that's what we do. That's what we codependents and enablers do. We try to please everyone around us because that's just our nature, especially our loved one. We try and fix our loved one's situation. Most people think that forgiveness is about letting someone else off the hook. I want you to know it's okay to let yourselves off the hook. Let yourself off the hook. Forgive yourself. You did nothing wrong except try and help. Once you've attained serenity, hopefully you can attain through AL-ANON or other means. Once you attain that serenity, you realize the fact that you can't help them. When that's all said and done, once you've come to that conclusion, once you've made that peace with yourself, let yourself off the hook. Forgive yourself. Live your life. We don't have to deep dive into anything, psychoanalyze each other. We know what we do. We know why we do it. We do it out of love. Love is the motivating factor in what we do. So forgive yourself. Release yourself of this burden. And forgive yourself today of what may burden you tomorrow. Okay? Sound good? Also, a little bit of housekeeping here. I've decided not to do any more editing. I was paying an editor to edit my content, and it just wasn't making any sense. So if you see me kind of being a little more raw, a little more unrefined on my videos, this is because I'm not paying an editor anymore to edit my videos for me. No more intro music, no more funky little B cuts and B rolls, all the different stuff. It's just me talking. That's all it's going to be, is me talking. About as high tech as I'm gonna get is putting a background in the background there. So oh, look at that. It's like magic. All right, guys. That's, I mean, I give talks all around the state, and it's just me and a podium and a microphone. Let's maybe some notes. So that's what you get. If you see me in person, if you see me here, it's the same thing. Okay. So hope that's okay with you guys. I do appreciate you guys stopping by. Keep coming back. It works if you work it. Let it begin with you. By all means, say a prayer for the prayers. Say a prayer for people in this world no one's praying for. Be the difference. Okay. Be the difference in that person's life by praying for them. They'll never have to know it was you, but you will. Okay. All right, guys. God bless. Keep the faith, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a good evening.